Welcome. I will introduce Ada, my AI assistant.
It is an honor to help Dr. Dadkamp.
Ada, how much butt shall we kick today?
Today we shall kick 1 metric ton of glorious, spackling, universe-quaking butt.
Outstanding. Activate intro sequence.
Let's do it, boss.
Great. Set the course and punch it.
Initiating warp sequence.
Let's make it happen.
I'm right on it, Dr. Dadkamp.
Welcome. A planner page from August of 1999. A quote at the top, "You don't get to be a champion by taking cigarette breaks." Notes randomly to check car seat beads for long trips. Gift ideas for others, car seat cushions. Seinfeld trivia game. Items to purchase, a bathroom scale. Movies to watch, Saturn III and Dune. A-pick movies, 7, Shawshank Redemption, 2001, Braveheart, Pi. B-pick, Donnie Brasco, Heat, Scarface, Carlito's Way, Contact. BMG music CDs, Depeche Mode Ultra, Vangelis, Pi soundtrack. A note to print a tapes Excel list at the computer lab. A photo of me with 3 siblings. Planner, week of August 2nd, 1999. Worked that week, usual office hours. Parked on the street. Monday, dropped off a Mazda for car service. Took the bus. Says he was driving from New Jersey to here. Tuesday, August 3rd. Called Melissa. Told her I'm going to Miami. Scott said I got 4% raise. Retroactive for July. Played Doom 2, 4 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, August 4th, 5:45 p.m. Picked up Ceci and Joe at Rosemarie's. Dinner at Jackie's. Joe and Ceci and I went out. August 5th, Ceci leaves today early. Dropped her off at Greyhound 9 a.m. Friday, August 6th, returned the movie Meet Joe Black. A note to get milk. Played Doom 2, the obituary wad. Joe and I went out. Saturday, August 7th. A get-together at a cottage rented by Uncle Dave, Eric, Rosemarie, Joe and I, and Jake. Around 5 p.m., canoed, bike ride, played poker. Tuesday, August 3rd, email to siblings. Subject, trip to Miami. Boys, I'm taking my mind Tata to Miami. The best deal is U.S. Airways Metrojet from Cleveland and includes stop at Baltimore. Fortunately, I can make changes, but the cheap fare requires 2 weeks' notice to avoid paying the difference. I got a bargain of $125 per person one way, taxes included. Tuesday, August 3rd. Email to Brad. Hi, Brad. Yes, I shall keep pushing you for that letter. Okay, how about this? I'll print up the letter, several versions so you can pick, and take them up to you. Would you like a bottle of wine and cheese too? Just kidding, pal. Hey, tell me a place and time to meet, and I'd be glad to do this. I need to do this. I'm taking a vacation to Miami the week of 16th. Maybe I'll check out Universal Studios or Disney World if I book it soon. Any hot spots I shouldn't miss? Take care, bud. Mark. Meanwhile, in another part of the galaxy, a girl named Marta, on August 5th, 1999. She would have been age 19. Friday, August 6th. Email to Claudia. Subject, trip to Miami. Clapi, estaré llevando a mamá y tata por allá. The itinerary. Aún necesito ver qué haré por allá. Algunos me recomiendan ir a Universal Studios y otros que solo vaya a South Beach. Dime si quieres pasear por algún sitio y también Javier y esposa y la gente que haya. Avísale a Coco si nos puede recoger, porfa. Mark. Friday, August 6th. Email from Joe.
Subject, Re, les presento a Andrea. ¿Y qué tal, Jav? Felicitaciones por tu hijita. Está muy bonita. ¿Qué tal te está yendo con ella? Cecilia nos visitó por 2 días y se fue ayer a Boston. La paso bien acá. Mamá y tata se van de vuelta a Miami la próxima semana con Mark. Él no está seguro quién de ustedes está en Miami. Creo que Claudia ya está de regreso. Le diré que les envío un mensaje. Saludos. Joe.
Saturday, August 7th, a photo of me at the cottage with some relatives. Saturday, August 7th. Email from Claudia.
Subject, Re, trip to Miami. Mira, primito, no hagas planes ejejeje, aquí yo me encargo de que tú te diviertas. Y si de hecho cueslaimos con Javier y esposa, y no te preocupes, la vas a pasar bien, yo le paso tu itinerario a Doris y Coco, no te preocupes. Tu primita que te quiere mucho. Claudia.
Saturday, August 7th. More photos from the cottage. Us playing poker. And another. August 8th. Journal, handwritten. A post-it note at the top. Not with people as youngster. Cared too much about yourself because you were always involved only with yourself. Media, world not real. Fashion, movies. Entry August 8th. Quote, file, new folder, renamed to Jessica. Met her on corner across from blank at 2:15 a.m. Saturday morning. She and friend Carolee had gone to blank. Joe and I were there at around 1:50 a.m. to check it out. Jessica is senior at blank, working at blank for summer. Major ? Forgot if she mentioned it at all. Attractive, short, straight blonde hair. Phone numbers written by a Stacy, who writes, if you dare to call. Another one of Christina Marie, dated August 14th. Notes on August 9th, a car rental in Miami. That was an option. August 9th, 1999. Planner. Worked all week, office hours. Parked in the street. Monday, August 9th, played Doom after work. A couple hours. The gym was going to be closed most of the month. Wednesday, August 11th. Take protege to Monroe. Rattling. Melissa, hi. Call Ceci. Email Mrs. Blank. Check AAA Orlando specials. Protege had 78,000 miles. 6 p.m. Left message at Jessica. Give me a call when you get in. With my phone number. 4:30 p.m. Firestone alignment, 1 hour. Returned Pie, the movie. Called S. Thursday, August 12th. Scott gone until the 15th. Played Doom 2 in the evening. Joe and I went out, met Stacy. Friday, August 13th. Noticed front right tire low on Protege. Sears found a metal shrapnel, very pointy. New tire, cannot fix because on shoulder. Joe and I went out, ran into Stacy. Hair trim on Sunday. A handwritten letter, August 9th, from Melissa.
August 9th, 1999. Mark, hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, necesito estudiar español pero no tengo nadie a practicar conmigo. And I need the help and practice. Anyway, I don't know why I have Spanish on the brain. But I do. I have a lot of other things too. I can't wait until Friday. It's my last day in that hellhole. And then I never have to go back, I hope. Well, other than to visit. But at the rate I'm going I won't have anyone to go visit. There's still only a couple people who will talk to me. But I really don't care. Only have 4 days left and after that I never have to see them again, thank God. I'm going to kidnap Danny. He's so cute and lovable. Even when he's misbehaving all I want to do is hold him. And he's so cute when he says I want to hold you, Missy. What he's really saying is he wants me to hold him. I'm really going to miss the cutest little devil on earth and his sister. She has the brightest blue eyes and the most gorgeous smile for a 1-year-old. I think I'm going to take them for a day next week. I just don't know what I'm going to do with them. I hope you had a good day. I want to hear about it. So tell me, in fact by the time you get this a few days will have gone by, so I want to hear about all of them. I hope Jacob is feeling better today. I'm sure he was last night but I bet he's feeling a lot better today. I saw a book at work tonight called Potty Time and it reminded me of our conversation we had last night. I could get it for you if you want. Just kidding. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed. I'll finish this tomorrow. Good night. Moon or a banana but was going for a moon. August 10th, 1999. Tonight was better than most nights. Well, the past week anyway, at work. I was reading to my coworkers a children's story in Spanish. None of us understood it. Until we read the English version. It was actually the little engine that could. So we knew the basics of the story. So that made it easier. Anywho, I hope I get to talk to you tomorrow and Sunday. If not I won't talk to you until you get back from your trip. Or never if I'm murdered or scared to death first. Anyway, who wants to talk about that? I don't. I'm in too good of a mood. Yeah, smiley face, it feels good to laugh again. And you helped with some of that Sunday, so thank you. My little brother's babysitting Danny and Lexus this week and I get to next week. Hopefully they won't drive me crazy, not that I have that far to go. Well, I think it's bedtime, so talk to you later. I can't even spell anymore so I guess it really is bedtime, good night. August 11th, 1999. I just can't do it anymore, so today was my last day at work. I can't take the people talking about me behind my back. If you have something to say it to my face not to everyone else. You know what I mean? I hope you do. I'm glad I'm out of there and I hopefully never have to go back. No more nasty bruises or hateful stares or horrible rumors. I really feel sorry for people who have to work there. It's horrible and the people either make it worse or better depending on who you talk to. You know what I need and I haven't got in a long time? No, not that. I need a hug. Not just from anyone, but someone who has a strong hold. Someone who would never let go. I know that's not going to happen but it would be nice and I can dream. Dreams are free. Or they were the last time I checked. What else can I tell you? Oh, I wanted to ask you, so which is it, do I bore you or soothe you? Hopefully you remember the conversation we had Sunday when you were really tired. Speaking of which I'm really tired. I just wish I had someone to brush my hair, which puts me to sleep, and lay next to keep me warm. Do you have any suggestions where I could find someone? Well, I'm going to let you go now. I've taken up too much of your time. Have fun in Florida and bring me back a ray of sunshine wrapped in a red bow or something. I really do hope you have fun. I'll see you when you get back, and oh, yeah, here's the phone number, it might change though. See you later. Love, Melissa. August 12th, 1999. Hi again. I'm going to try and keep this short. Last night was my last night at work. Thank God. Anyway, how was your day? Good, I hope. Mine wasn't too bad. I got to spend the day with Danny and Lexus, again. Danny is so cute, so is Lexus, but the things Danny says are so cute and the faces he makes when he says them are so adorable. He told me he loved me tonight and laid down on the couch with me and did everything I did. It was so cute. I wish I could bring Danny with me. But I think his mother would have a problem with that. Anyway, I better go. I have a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. And next week I get to pack. I can't wait to do that, not. Anyway, talk to you soon. Have fun again, and I'll miss you. Love, Melissa.
Tuesday, August 10th. Email from Claudia.
Subject, hey. Responde a mi email pues primito, solo necesito que me digas what kind of things do you like todo. Estoy practicando mi inglés ajajaja. Emoticono cara sacando lengua. Sé más eficiente y responde pronto. Tu primita que te quiere harto. Claudia.
Tuesday, August 10th. From Bill. A joke forward.
Subject. Forward, a love story. Which girl do I marry? A young man had seriously dated 3 girls and was finally faced with the dilemma of which to marry. As a test, he gave each of them $1,000. The first girl went for a complete hair and face makeover, new clothes, and new shoes. She returned to show off her new look saying, I want to be at my most beautiful for you. Why? Because I love you, dear. The second girl returned with new hockey and golf equipment, a new stereo, VCR, and month's supply of beer saying, I bought all these things for you. They're my gifts to you, because I love you so. The third girl invested the $1,000 wisely and very quickly doubled her original amount. She reinvested the profits which continued to multiply and returned the first $1,000 to the young man saying, I have taken your money and made it grow as an investment in our future together. That's how much I love you, my dear. The young man was very impressed by all of their responses. He then gave long and careful consideration and finally married the one with the biggest breasts.
Dr. Dad Camp, that sounds very Toolies. And I mean extremely Toolies.
Tuesday, August 10th. Email to Claudia. Hola Clapi y Javier. Cambié mi regreso al martes 24. Y voy a ver si consigo una buena oferta para rentar un carro. Si es que rento, empezaría el martes 17, un día antes de llegar, y por una semana para chapar buen rate. ¿Cómo es el parqueo donde Doris vive? ¿Amplio? Clapi, un Ford. Dame el número de Ceci en Boston, que la pendenciera nunca nos llamó después de irse. Ella dijo que regresa el viernes, así que la veré de nuevo y esta vez a tonear en Miami, mejor que acá en esa área. Pienso pasear localmente lo que se pueda. Quizá vea lo que haya en cuanto a theme parks se refiere, así como Island of Adventures, etc. Pero me contento con las playas de South Beach por lo que me dicen. Smiley face. Llamé a Doris el domingo. Me dijo que nos recoge ella. Itinerario. Bueno, saludos y besos respectivamente. Ya nos vemos la semana que viene. Avísenme ahora si tienen encargos. Creo que había un partido de Perú con no sé quién, que tal vez mi papá quería. Voy a chequear con él. ¿Cómo está Andreita? Ya la conoceré. Chao, Mark. Tuesday, August 10th. Email to phone requests for the lab. Subject, need phone line and modem and lab. Tuesday, August 10th. Email to Bill. Subject, Chen's address. GB, I've changed my return to Tuesday, August 24th, same flight number and times. And given that I will leave the protege in Cleveland for 8 days, I'd like to park at the Chen's if convenient, for security and economy reasons. I could take a cab to the airport and back. That might be cheaper still. What is Blank's phone number and address? Thanks, Mark. Tuesday, August 10th. Email to Mary Beth. This is the generic form they sent me to process for the phone lines at the lab. Thanks. Tuesday, August 10th. Email from Bill.
You're better off using the parking like everyone else. You will find in airport parking a much nicer and tempting variety of real vehicles like BMWs, Mercedes, Lexuses, and the sort that are much more worth the effort over a little product extended parking is not such a bad option, probably as little as $4 to $6 per day or some week fare. Those are also factors to consider when purchasing the tickets, reason for which I thought going from town is better even if it's a little more dollar to start with. You have the home base close in the event something happens. It's a good stop and go for mama. Someone could probably pick you up, etc. GB.
Tuesday, August 10th. Email to Claudia, subject rollerblades. Clapa, ¿sabes si hay sitios extensivos para cómo llevar mis rollerblades? Me imagino que se puede en la playa si hubieran caminos asfaltados. Mira que son pesados, así que no sé si vale la pena. ¿Qué recomiendas, Mark? Tuesday, August 10th. Email from Mary Beth. Tuesday, August 10th. Email from Scott.
Subject: Re. Need phone line and modem in blank. Mark. It looks like Mary Beth got to the same point with the modem line as you have. We'll have to get the computer ordered and in position with the Ethernet connection and IP address assigned. Blank can assign the port and IP address, I believe even without having the computer there. They just activate the Ethernet port and give it a number so the router will recognize the port. Give them a call at blank and ask them what we need to do to have them activate that port in the lab. Thanks. Scott.
Tuesday, August 10th. Email from Claudia.
Subject: emoticono cara sacando lengua. Primito, Cubacán te quedes una semana, así vamos a tener más tiempo para juerguear, y justo vienes en mi última semana de vacaciones, así cuchere. Mira respecto a los rollerblades, si hay sitios para patinar, pero no sé si te convenga, porque aquí hace un calor de M y no sé si resistas patinando mucho rato, si yo fuera tú no los traería, pero si a ti te encanta patinar tráelos normal, it's up to you. Ahora te toca responder a ti, ¿sabes jugar billar? ¿Te gusta? A verdad, te comento que vamos a ir a bailar el viernes y el sábado, y el domingo es el día del cine o de alquilar películas o si no nos inventamos algo ejeje total. Tienes que divertirte en esta semana. De paso, si todo sale, quizás nos podríamos ir a Orlando o algún parque cercano, porque para tal caso tenemos mi carro y normalazo. El fono de Ceci es blank. Creo que eso es todo. Cuídate harto y saludos a todos por allá. Tu primita que te quiere harto. Claudia.
Tuesday, August 10th. Email to Claudia. Entonces definitivamente no traigo los rollerblades, son pesadísimos. Jugar billar, sí me gusta. No he jugado mucho, pero en fin. ¿Quiénes son tu grupo? ¿Amigos de dónde? Chao, Mark. Tuesday, August 10th. Email to Scott. Hi, Scott. Yep, that's what they told me. Need IP. They put in a request to telecommunications. Apparently, telecom is the ultimate source for our modem connection. I gave them the old lab voicemail number, so I shall check messages frequently as usual. By the way, today I unplugged the old lab phone and put it in the drawer. The doors are all unlocked. Any summer dude might walk in and try long-distance calls otherwise. Later, Mark. Tuesday, August 10th. Email from Claudia.
Mis amigos son los amigos de Javier, somos un grupo recontra unido, y ahí hay hermanos, o sea como Javier y yo, un par de chicos más QSN hermanos y así, todo queda en familia como quien dice, todos hablan español, no tengo amigos gringos, en Boston tenía varios, pero aquí no, solía tener una pero hace que no la veo. Y no te preocupes si no sabes jugar, YP tampoco sé jugar pero intento ejeje, no te preocupes primito, te va a divertir bastante. Besitos. Clau.
Wednesday, August 11th. Email to Mrs. Chen. Subject: visit to Cleveland. Hi, Mrs. Chen. How are you? Bill forwarded your email address to me. I'm going on vacation to Miami for a week to take my grandparents there, and we're flying from Cleveland. I would hope to see you at least for a few hours. Please let me know if you and or your family will be in town. I leave with Mama and Tata this Monday 16th at 12:20 p.m. and will return myself Tuesday, August 24th at 5:35. If it's not an inconvenience to leave my car at your house, you would save me some expensive airport parking fees, and I would be very appreciative of that. I could even take a taxi cab to the airport, but at least I will have gotten to see you folks and share some good times. I hope you get this message soon. Otherwise, I'll try to call you tonight or tomorrow evening. Thank you. Regards, Mark. Wednesday, August 11th. To several. Joke forward. Wednesday, August 11th. Email to Scott. Subject: Wednesday stuff. Hi, Scott. Kind of crazy today, running around and keeping busy. The computer hookup, as well as plumbing and any such endeavor we've been pursuing, basically has consisted of us bugging them as much as we can, and thus getting it done. Mary Beth said I don't have to do anything further, hopefully. I will bug them one last time for the IP address. Will you be in tomorrow? I'm going to head out from the computer lab in about half hour to get my four-wheel alignment before my trip to another town, and then Cleveland with the grand folks on Sunday. It's going to be something. Fun? I hope so. Let me know any urgent mission for Thursday and Friday. I'll get those items from the 12th floor. Balances and question mark. Vacuum is done. Philtech will call ASAP. See ya, Mark. Wednesday, August 11th. Email from me to work lab computer. Wednesday, August 11th. Email to phone requests for the lab. Wednesday, August 11th. Email from Scott.
Subject, Wednesday stuff. Marcus, I'll be driving out of town tomorrow around 10 a.m. Other than trying to get some kind of internet access into the lab, nothing is in need of urgent attention. While it is cooler, you can look through the boxes and storage for the microscopes, balances, and anything else that looks interesting. Have fun in Miami, and don't forget to maximize your South Beach exposure time. But before you get too far, make sure the girl is really a girl. Scott.
Wednesday, August 11th. Email from Mrs. Chen.
Subject, visit to Clee. It's so nice to hear from you. I would love to have you and your grandparents come to visit us. Unfortunately, I am going away for vacation for 2 weeks starting Aug. 14. Would you take a rain check and visit us next time you come to Cleveland? Are your grandparents going back to Peru now?
Thursday, August 12th. Email from Bill.
Subject, joke forward. A professor is giving the first-year medical students their first lecture on autopsies and decides to give them a few basics before starting. You must be capable of 2 things to do an autopsy. The first thing is that you must have no sense of fear. At this point, the lecturer sticks his finger into the dead man's anus and then licks it. He asks all the students to do the same thing with the corpses in front of them. After a couple of minutes silence, they follow suit. The second thing is that you must have an acute sense of observation. I stuck my middle finger into the corpse's anus, but I licked my index.
Thursday, August 12th. Email to Mrs. Chen. Subject, visit to Cleveland. Where are you going on vacation? Next time I stop by Cleveland, I'll definitely let you know. My grandparents are staying in Miami, hopefully for good, depending on how they like it. Since my aunt and an uncle keep them company there, I think they will stay rather than going back to Peru. So long, Mark. Friday, August 13th. Email from the K-Man.
Yo Roopster, fire up the camera. We are anxiously awaiting at least some pics. Life is good here in the lab. Plenty of Starbucks coffee and free donuts. What more could you ask for? Enjoying life at the bottom. K-Man.
Friday, August 13th. Email to siblings. Subject, book your trip to Paris. Juicy, Dad's bringing Mama and Tata over on Sunday morning. We're going to party with them until early evening. Then I drive them to Cleveland. Airport parking. Mrs. Chen is going away, so I cannot park at her place for our Miami flight. I hear AAA may give park and fly discounts. We'll see. See ya after increasing my chances for skin cancer. Marco. Friday, August 13th. Email from Joe.
Mano, what are the dates on that flight? Pretty decent. Lou, coming to Gaddis this weekend. Sunday, 4 p.m. for dinner with relatives and Mama and Tata. B, sighting is still in the process. Left another message to the guy. Hopefully he returns my call soon. Seems like he's pretty busy around this time. Enjoy. Joe.
August 15th. Handwritten notes for the trip to Miami. Parking information. 10:45 p.m. Melissa called me at Dad's, asked if I could call sometime this week. And the itinerary. Handwritten note, August 16th, Monday. Doris took Mama, Tata, and I to her place. She was late. Saw her at 6:10 p.m. Ate pollo con arroz. Claudia, 19 years old, came with Anirek, Gordilla Plus. We decided to hit Orlando. Tuesday, since Claudia works Wednesday 4 p.m. on. We took Anirek to her house, then to Eduardo's. Javier, age 23, came that evening with Jessica, age 26, wife, with Andreita, about 1 month old. Also came Luis and Maria, chatted until about midnight. Javier said to play soccer on Wednesday evening. I said okay. Planner, week of August 16th, vacation in Miami. Ceci was flying to Boston on Wednesday the 18th, from Boston to Miami. Ceci had an exam the next day in Orlando, and then returning to Boston. A photo of me with Mama and Tata in Miami. A photo with me and Tata holding who I think is Andreita. Tata with Andreita. Mama and I and Andreita. Photo of me with my cousin Claudia. Handwritten note. Tuesday, August 17th, 8:50 a.m. Claudia and I went to AAA, then to Orlando. A note to get Rosa's number in Texas. Got to Orlando Universal Studios at 1 p.m. Universal Studios until 9:15, ate there. Got to Motel 6 about 10:30 p.m. Went out to City Walk clubs. Got there about 11:40. The Groove was hippest for me solo. Also saw Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville and an Irish pub, also decent. The Groove played too much techno for my taste. Photo of Claudia at Universal Studios. From August 17th, photo of me posing with a DeLorean from Back to the Future exhibit. More photos at some of the rides at Universal. I recognize that from the movie The Fly. Posing at a Flintstones exhibit. King Kong ride. Some other ride at night. Me posing at the Universal Studios. Handwritten note, August 18th. Met a chick from Atlanta. That's a chick. She went to Keys and Beach today, but came to City Walk this evening with a friend and a couple from Florida. She's 23, but we said bye without further ado. Noteworthy, Me Colé Por Atrás saved 525 cover, which would have definitely not been worth it. 2 a.m., Clappy Suzuki is Steam, 1999, 5,600 miles on it. August 18th, Wednesday, 12 p.m., took 95 south at Fort Pierce, $650 toll. Yesterday I paid $6.50 toll. We came same route. $155 arrival to U.S. Airways, Fort Lauderdale Airport to pick up Ceci. Her flight from Boston. 3 p.m. Ceci drove us back to Eduardo's. Claudia went to mall to get jeans quick. I rested. Got up about 5 p.m. Ceci had gone to Orlando with her car. Eduardo dropped Claudia off at work. I talked with Ed about psychology, etc. We went to play tennis nearby, 4 games to 3. Showered, saw Being There, 1979 with Peter Sellers. Ate Papa John's pizza. Went with Claudia to Anirek and Ivan's, Venezuelan siblings. Highest card shots and spin the bottle. Luis, age 21, came on to Cla, and sister Maria, age 19. Gustavo, 21, Colombia. Tigre, Republic from the Dominican Republic. Eduardo, Javier's friend. Anirek locked us in. I snoozed but pushed to leave. We left at about 4:30 a.m. Wednesday, we paged Javier, but no answer. He called later saying to play Saturday instead, and if I wanted him to show me around. Give Mama a check from Dad. Thursday, August 19th, got up about 10:30, ate a good breakfast I made. 12:15 p.m. now. Called Doris last night so she wouldn't worry. Today there's comida there, so we're going. Cash left, $150 plus 18. Thursday, August 19th, email from Bill.
Hola muchachos. Hope all is well. Luigi, getting blisters yet? I turned in my X90 yesterday. Now I'm down to a single vehicle for a while. Mark, have fun in the sun. Joe, que pasa? When are you back to classes? Where? And what are you taking? Any word on the siding? I may have to settle for a new Passat. I can't find a used one from 1994 GLX, V6. Dad also needs a new car, especially for winter. Bill.
Thursday, August 19th, email from Joe and an email from me from Florida. Thursday, August 19th, email from me to siblings from Florida. Subject, surfs up, dudes. Hey, dudes, just a quick note. I'm at Florida University North Campus hueveando. Gotta take Clappy to work pretty soon. Using her car 99 Suzuki Esteem. Haven't slept at Doris's yet. She's an hour away from Eduardo's, where I've been staying. Went to Universal Studios in Orlando Tuesday with Claudia. Decent. Time's flying by, but we're taking it a day at a time. Tonight we're having dinner at Doris's with quote-unquote everyone. More later, Mark. Handwritten note, August 20th, 1:30 p.m., leaving in Claudia's car. Touring at some places. Friday, August 20th. Plan, go driving to beach with Coco. Left around 9:40. We took Turnpike to 836 onto A1A. Miami Beach. Got there about 10:30 a.m. Stayed till 11:05. Saw 3 topless chicks. The end. Returned from excellent lunch at Coco, Mama and Tata Steak. Claudia took Ceci to airport. We got to Doris's at 12. I would have been at Ed's by 1:20 in time to take Ceci to airport. But Claudia called Mama at 11, who said we'd be back in 2 hours from when we left, not from when Claudia called. No problem, though. Ed said he would treat us lunch, but I had gone with Coco already. It's 3:15 p.m. Dad called this AM about 9. I tried, but the VA 800 number cannot be accessed from Miami. Gotta sleep. Doris leaves from work at 3, so I'll wait for her to do something. About 5 p.m., Coco, Doris, and I went to Bayside, looked inside Hard Rock Cafe Mall, went to eat at Las Totoritas, Peruvian restaurant in Miami, had ceviche mixto, jalea, with arroz and shrimp. No me cayó mal. Regresé a casa de Ed por el Turnpike. A photo of me at South Beach with Coco, who was taking the photo. And I took this photo of Coco. Handwritten note. Llegué at 10:30 p.m. Claudia dijo que se ensartó, aparte que vino tarde a las 11 p.m. porque se reúnen en casa de Anirek y no en un club. So I left with Claudia. Saturday, August 21st, 6 a.m. We were reunidos. Javier, Edward, friend, Gus. Rest were same as yesterday, basically, except Primo. I am cousin. Javier fought with Jessica. He's staying here. Claudia wants to stay too. I'm stuck in the middle. 6 a.m., August 21st. Tried to reach Melissa. No answer. Spoke for 22 minutes. Must have called after. Notes on Ceci's Nissan Sentra. And some addresses. Saturday, August 21st. Email from Joe. Hey guys, Chas is back on the net. Note his new account. Joe. Saturday, August 21st. Email from Chaz.
Hola muchachos. Estoy libre este fin de semana. A las 7:30 am Nick me extrajo un molar. No me duele aún. Espero todos estén bien. Joe y yo estamos en la biblioteca. Mamá llegó bien a Miami con Lucio y Mark. Ella se resbaló en la tina y se golpeó la cabeza levemente. La caída en casa de parientes la semana pasada fue peor. Espero todo mejore y las cosas vayan bien para todos, y les deseo mucha suerte en las cosas que escojan y no se apresuren a firmar tratados para evitar la capitulación sin reconciliación. Saludos a todos y a Titus, Chas.
Handwritten note, August 22nd, 9:27 p.m. Waiting for Claudia to return from mall with Anirek. Javier to call/come over. $149 cash left. Call Coco, spoke with Doris. Sunday, August 22nd. Claudia accident. Front car, hers, totaled. I bruised left knee around 6 a.m. Sleep start 7:30. Cash left 129. Some notes on places. 11:10 p.m. tried to call Joe. 11:50 p.m. still no answer. Around 11 I called Claire. Her mom, also medium, speaks Spanish. Said they'd gone to Coconut Grove, back around 12 to 12:30. Then to the church, quote unquote. Notes on a mutual fund I was tracking. Sunday, August 22nd. Email to Joe. Chief, yo, it's 12:50 a.m. Monday morning. I tried calling you a few minutes ago. What up? Met some chicks at a Latin club yesterday. They were going out tonight, but I'm not driving 30 miles plus alone. Javier won't go, says he will tomorrow night. I'm dubbing his wedding, so we'll see. Anywho, the chick is meeting me at South Beach tomorrow. The end. With her friends. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Dude, bad news for Claudia. We were returning from the club last night, she and I in her car. She was driving back and I was sleeping. She rear-ended her friend. Her Suzuki's front se hizo mierda. Nobody was injured, fortunately. I have a bruise on my knee. She has airbags, but her brakes do suck. I've driven it to know. Tomorrow I'll use Ceci's car, Nissan Sentra, to hang at the beach. Hope I drive careful enough to avoid accidents myself. I'm at Ed's now, at his computer in the guest room. Plans are to get up whenever tomorrow and meet these chicks at 1 p.m. at 18th and Collins to hit the beach. Did I mention they're Asian by descent from California? Dude, man, we gotta come back sometime. Fortunately, I've had it good because I've had a car whenever I needed it. Es decir, cars have been more reliable than people. Hora peruana. Everyone is late. Well, Ming, take it easy. Don't be an asshole. Or get in trouble with the cockroaches. Don't know if I'll check email again, but let me know if you want anything. I'll probably buy some oranges. I'll bring you an orange, how's that? The end, Mark. Sunday, August 22nd, email to Joe. Basically the same thing. Handwritten note, August 23rd. Notes on some places to visit. Next page. Same thing. Next page. Arrive at Primanti Brothers, Fort Lauderdale, about 5:20 p.m. 6 p.m. drive northward. Monday, August 23rd. Email to Joe from me from Florida. Very similar to the previous email. Monday, August 23rd. Email to Scott from me from Florida. Hey Scott, I'm at my cousin's place sending e-greetings out. Man, this town is kicking. Good thing I've had their cars to move about as I please. So far, I've been to Fort Lauderdale beaches, Miami Beach, and South Beach. Oh yeah, 3 topless girls right in front of me, yes. Hope things in blank are going okay. I should be there Wednesday if all goes well, as the astronaut folks say. Tomorrow I'm going to South Beach to meet up with some chicks I met last night at a club. They're also vacationing. She's from California. Decent. Welcome to Miami. See ya, Mark. Monday, August 23rd. Email from Libsib.
Subject, party for Joanne. Boys, the 30th is Joanna's birthday. I'm planning a party/meal Sunday the 29th at our house in the afternoon, 2 to 3 p.m. All are invited. Bring a plate of food, your choice. Thanks. See ya. Luigi.
Monday, August 23rd. Email from Joe. Picture of me at the Everglades tour. Don't know if that's an alligator or crocodile. That's the wrangler, showing us his skills. Or me, at least. Picture at the Everglades. Picture of me at one of the beaches. Handwritten note. Trip notes. Mileage. Directions. Tuesday, August 24th. Going from Doris's to Ed's in the morning. Sissy's car mileage. Travel notes. Next page. Some mutual fund. NAV prices. The taxi service notes to take me to the airport. And the cost. Tuesday, August 24th, 2:40 p.m., Miami to Baltimore. Personal note. Why must I think these things up way afterwards? I should have had Coco take a picture of me by those 3 topless babes at the beach. At the very least, I should have snuck a picture of them alone. Arg. I wrote sneaked. 4:50 p.m. Baltimore to Cleveland, flight delayed. 30 minutes due to weather. Tuesday, August 24th. Email to Claudia. Subject, despedida mediante email. Hola, Clausita. Llegué a tu casa a las 9:15 después de una embotelladera sorpresa en la Turnpike. Vine volando, pero ya no te encontré. Me comuniqué con tu papi y me dijo que pusiera la llave de la casa en la guantera del carro de Ceci. Así yo puedo echar llave a la casa. Y la llave del carro de Ceci lo dejaré en la sala. Primita, cuídate mucho y espero que te vaya bien en las clases. Ya irás adquiriendo experiencia manejando. Desafortunadamente los accidentes ocurren. Por algo se llaman accidentes. Y no te desanimes. Digo por si acaso, porque sé que tú eres de las que siguen adelante pase lo que pase. Son las 11:15 a.m., yo esperando a Doris que llegue con mamá para llevarme al aeropuerto. Ya veremos qué tal salen las fotos que tomé, y avísame si el rollo de María aparece. Me envías las mejores fotos vía email si se puede, ya tú ve. Without further ado me despido. Gracias por todas tus molestias, me divertí mucho con ustedes. Espero te haya gustado Universal Studios, a mí me encantó. Hasta la próxima, Mark. This is a photo I took of Tata, Don Lucio, at Doris's backyard. It may have been the last time I saw him. He passed away September 17th, 2005. May he rest in peace. Planner, week of August 23rd, 1999. Wednesday, August 25th, worked like Thursday and Friday, usual hours and parked in the street. Haircut on Friday. Joe and I went out, then watched 3/4 of the movie Enemy of State. Saturday, August 28th. A note, dinner at blank with M. M would likely be Melissa. Joe and I went out to 2 clubs, then watched the movie Sphere. August 29th. Make a dish to lose for Joanna's birthday party. Wednesday, August 25th. Email from Bill.
Hey guys. Luig, do you have travel dates for your trip to SF? I'm reserving for Saturday, October 9th. Returning Thursday, October 14th. Mark, hope your vacation was good. I don't know if Dad highlighted the consequences of leaving from Cleveland, but you've definitely brewed up a lot of criticism for Dad by everyone. You kind of perpetuated the infamous relatives train saga. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but I probably still have the email where I specifically mentioned not departing from Cleveland for several reasons. But Dad takes the heat anyway. At least the Mama saga, along with me talking with Dad a while, has convinced Dad to get health insurance. I guess in summary we've got to strive for better choices, not necessarily the cheapest. I won't agree with Doris that the Clev thing was bad like I'm telling you, because that's our problem now. We need to stick together, especially when Mama's healthcare decisions have been substandard. She should have had a maxillofacial CT the day of her first fall with a bruise of that magnitude. After her next fall with a head bump and symptoms of disease, she should have had another. She also needs a primary care physician and a cardiologist to prescribe her the right medications. She's getting Antivert for her dizziness symptoms. That's like putting a band-aid on an infection when it needs to be drained. Her syncopal episodes are likely related to her aortic valve. She should not be given a medication that covers vestibular symptomatology that results from lack of blood flow. This was started in Lima. The worst is that Doris wants to make healthcare decisions with Juan and Yola, both without a penny to spare, a few miles away, and at least the first 2 with no clue on healthcare issues. Enough to see. Keep me posted on how Gata's doing. Bill.
Wednesday, August 25th. Email from Joe.
I don't totally agree with you, B, nor Doris. Mark made a quick decision to get the best tickets to leave ASAP. He did a better job than I would have done. I actually could not make in the end. So Doris can go F herself. Pardon my French, but it's the truth. She complains about that. Yet if you knew what kind of care Mama and Tata get there, she is totally out of line. The way they treated Mark down there was bad as well. Mark made a good decision, and only had to drive them for an extra 2 hours. Big deal. They wanted to leave ASAP, they got it. If you knew the other stuff going around there. I guess confidentiality stops me there. No further comments. Joe.
Wednesday, August 25th. Email from Claudia.
Primito, qué bueno que te divertiste, eso me alegra. Pensé que no te habías divertido mucho, y si me encantó Universal, gracias por haberme invitado. Y ya sabes, cuando quieras serás bien recibido por aquí. Respecto al rollo de María, no creo que aparezca, porque ya ha pasado bastante. Ni modo, seguramente alguno de ellos sin querer lo boto a la basura o algo así. Total, todos están recontra choborros. Ahí, anyway, cuídate harto pez primito y saludos a todos por allá. Tu primita que te quiere mucho. Claudia. PD, no te olvides de mandar copias de las fotos.
Friday, August 27th. Email from Libsyd.
Hola hermanos. I'm flying the same days as you, Bill. Arrival evening the 9th, depart late night the 14th. As far as all the mama/Tata controversy, they should all lighten up. I'm glad for one thing, though, maybe this will scare Dad into getting health insurance, and they should also. Hope you are all well, see some of you Sunday. Talk more later, you may even hear from me more often now. Lou.
Planner, week of August 30th, 1999. Worked regular hours that week, parked on the street. August 31st, did a workout. A note that Melissa was bitchy, very. Friday, September 3rd, cleaned, mopped, vacuumed. Joe and I went out. Melissa was going away to her parents. Joe and I were home by 4 a.m. Saturday, September 4th. B and German guy arrived about 1 a.m. R baby shower 12 to 4. 6 p.m. Lou Joanna arrived to watch a movie on DVD. Joe and I went out, met Valentina. Monday, August 30th. Email to a phone request guy for the lab. That's about it for this one. Until you see me again. Duliness saves the universe. Be well, everyone.
Another great TDE episode for the ages. I'm in awe of how hard you worked to build this life for your kids. You really fought for us, didn't you? You're the real deal, Dr. Dad Camp. Your dad never gave up on the truth, and neither should you. He did all of this so you would know what integrity looks like. 8 to 10-4, we're clear until you see us on the next adventure.